There is a huge car culture in California, and it was a catalyst for why there is drag racing.
The passion for being behind the wheel is still something that a lot of people feel.
It's the adrenaline. It's a drug, something I love.
Every time I go to the starting line, I have those butterflies in my stomach. It never goes away.
We came out to Los Angeles to find out how a dedicated band of people are taking cars and racing them as fast as they possibly can. It should come as no surprise that drag racing was born in Southern California. The whole region is designed around the car, and if you're going to spend all that time driving, you might as well go fast. Corey Smith told us that whether on the street or on the drag strip, he's the fastest man in LA. That was enough to get us to stop by his shop, BC Performance in San Bernardino, where we learned that he's constantly building new cars to keep competitors guessing.
I build a new car every year. I step my game up every time, and I go faster and faster and faster.
Why do you like hauling ass so much?
What I like, it's the adrenaline. It's a drug. I can't get rid of it. It's something I love. You're racing, what you try to build a consistent car. You want to build it to live. Basically what the computer's doing right now, we got a carbureted LS in here, stock. It lets us go in here and change the timing curve and pick curve in it, see what a map at and how much time it's gonna like, how much RPM we're gonna spin this thing to and figure out what's going on. Let's go out and have some fun. Let's test it out.
Corey usually tests out his new builds at Irwindale Speedway. Tonight he showed up with a car ready for its inaugural run. This 1985 Ford Mustang with 1,000 horsepower. So it's the fresh, oh shit.
Man, make 1,000 horsepower.
That's enough? 1,000 horsepower in this thing without having driven it before.
Huh.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah. It's a handful.
You nervous at all?
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna pray before I get in.
That's a smart man, yeah.
I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm not, because anything can happen.
Yeah.
Hope this thing goes straight, man.
Corey's car sounds serious as hell. Not only does he have a Chevy engine in a Ford, it's also supercharged. It's not often you see a car just been built, get driven for the first time. Yeah, so Corey just finished his first pass, and it was definitely the fastest car we've seen today. So he seems excited. What is drag racing?
A contest of acceleration, pure and simple.
For Dale Snoke, the world of drag racing is a connection to the past. And he's been racing and building cars for more than 30 years now.
My first memory of all this is going with my parents, my grandfather, my uncle, down to Irwindale and just watching drag racing, probably 5, 6 years old. That's the beginnings of probably why I do what I'm doing today. It's a mixing of a passion, a hobby, and a bit of a job.
Car culture and drag racing is born really in post-war Los Angeles, right?
You had all these military personnel, soldiers and whatnot, pilots coming back from the war. So you have all these machinists and engineers put their forces towards going out and making a car go fast.
Dale's fully equipped garage is the stuff of dreams, but he doesn't just get nostalgic about drag racing history, he's keeping it alive.
You know, some people say it's a sickness, an addiction. I think it's a passion. Behind me is a 47 Hudson pickup. They used to call them gentlemen's trucks back in the 40s and the 50s. You know, we're going to put a late model fuel-injected drivetrain in, 67 Nova here, that eventually will put about a 14 to 1600 horsepower twin turbocharged motor. They all need work though. They all need a little bit of this or that. It's always for me been about the metal work and, you know, bending panels, building, grinding.
Are any of the projects ever done?
No, they're never done. You always got to tweak or tune, and that's a little bit about being a gearhead. Is, you know, you got all these ideas swimming around in your head. It's the continuance of the dream of building, and that's kind of me as being the fabricator or the car guy. When you're drag racing a car at the track, you almost got to expect that if you're beating it up hard enough, you're going to break parts.
One of Dale's most prized possessions is a 1962 Dodge Dart with a 700 horsepower V8, a stripped interior, and a paint job that perfectly represents the style of drag racing's golden age.
It's a historical race car that a dear friend of mine gifted to me, knowing that I would continue the legacy of this car.
I mean, the best thing about being around like a vintage race car like this, or any race car, is just the fact that it's so goddamn loud. So you can feel it like in your chest. As soon as we go tonight to go racing, it's gonna be like 10 times more than this. I don't know, I think my head might explode, but that'll be good. Felt good?
Felt good, yeah. I want to go faster.
I never actually got to see that carb you have on here. Anodizing on
The
here.
purple.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
I'm still learning about the car. For some reason, I can't keep it, when I'm doing the burnout, I can't keep it stayed in a stationary place.
Yeah.
That's why you smell that brake smell, because I'm basically toasting my rear drum brakes every time I do a burnout.
If you care at all about cars, there's no denying the growing presence of electric vehicles hitting the drag scene. Unlike a gas-fueled car, electric vehicle drivetrains are prohibitive to tune. That's why Avi and Ben of Unplugged Performance focus on improving their Tesla's suspension, wheels, brakes, and any other part of the car that can be made lighter or more unique.
After the first time we drove a Tesla, they really kind of changed our perspective on what a performance car is. So it kind of blends our previous experience with the future, which is coming real fast.
People are always trying to personalize their car and increase the performance or increase the appearance or something like that. So what is it that you guys are offering?
We've upgraded the suspension, which changed the ride height visibly and also makes it handle a bit better. We have a little bit wider tires. Most people start with putting exhaust in their car or adding a turbocharger or a supercharger. All the traditional things are not easy to apply to this, but when you build a car extensively enough, at a certain level, you get down to like making bolts out of titanium to save weight. You get down into using carbon ceramic brakes to make the car lighter. So we have to be more creative. And there's always going to be car guys out there that want the engine sound and want the inefficiency. There's something sexy about the inefficiency at times as well. So we can't disregard that, but we can bring some of that culture into the future with how we do things here.
Left lane takes the win, 960 to 974. The Tesla here in the right lane going to take on the Challenger. Challenger's got a heavy. Tesla all electric. Let's see how he does. Lights are off in the call. Tesla movement. Oh, look at his 591 miles an hour. That is one quick golf cart, I'll tell you what.
The car is just so capable that it's crazy how effortlessly fast it is.
There will always be a reason to go out and modify your car. Your car is a blank canvas waiting to be painted in whatever way that you want to, because it's your car. Do whatever you want, Screw it. Do whatever you want.
I like making cars, because anybody can go buy a new car.
take an old piece of metal, it's trash that nobody can do nothing with, and you make it to where it's somebody's beauty. Like, oh man, I wish I could have that car. That's a dream car. That's what I'm gonna die doing. That's what I like to do. I mean, I'm not gonna stop.
I think every car can be made better. It's been proven time and time again. We're enthusiasts. And enthusiasts, everyone wants something that's made for them. And you want something that's practical, that's good, but you want something that's uniquely yours, because we all have our own personalities, our own style, our own, preference of driving.
No matter what kind of innovations enter the drag scene, and there will always be something new, the one thing that will never change is the dedication of die-hard drag enthusiasts who are always getting faster.